Yo, the Epstein files were released. Well, okay, we'll get into it really fast, but before I do that, let me give you some background information. The Trump administration had their entire, like a ton of their everything while they were running as, oh, we're gonna get in, we're gonna get the Epstein files out, we know it's real, we know it needs to be out there for the victims to ever get justice. And then they got in, people started saying, hey, release those files now. And then they started saying, oh, it was faked. It was faked by, the left or the Democrats or whatever. And then after that, everyone started being like, hey, do it now. So they have finally released it. It's like one page of actual stuff, and then the rest is redacted. 100 pages of redacted stuff. We did get some new photos and stuff. We got Bill Clinton, which not really a surprise because the Trump administration has been cramming it down our throat that Bill Clinton was on it, which, I mean, obviously, everyone knew that Bill Clinton was on it. Michael Jackson was photographed with Epstein, too, which, I mean, I figured he was huge and, super famous and everything, and I kind of just figured that anyone that's that rich is definitely probably on it. Either on it or knew about it and didn't say anything, which is just as bad, to be completely honest. This entire thing, the entire everything that Epstein was doing could have been finished and done and over with and actually gotten some justice if they would have stood up and said, hey, I know this is going on, do something about it. But whatever. So, well, yeah, it's all redacted, like almost every single bit of it. You can look at it. All I did was look up Epstein files released, and then I went to the whatever it's called, like the Federal Bureau of whatever, and then they have a little thing that says Epstein files. What's it called? The thing that this administration keeps on saying that they have, but they really don't. Oh my god, whatever it's called. There's a word for it, but it just means that they're showing everything, even though they're really not. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. A lot of it is blacked out, redacted. It seems like mostly what's not redacted is photos of the landscape and the maps around the places. There's a few photos, like I said, of Bill Clinton, one of Michael Jackson. There's a few others on there. There's a few photos. It seems like everything about Trump was redacted, which is, I mean, that's weird, right? Like I don't know. But yeah, everything with Trump is redacted, except in some of the photos of the houses, there are actually framed photos of Epstein and Trump, which, I mean, we knew they were besties. We know Trump had a part in this. We knew he knew about this at least. Yeah, dude, this is garbage. Okay, this is. Everyone keeps on saying, "Oh, the left did it." Like, the right now, since they're big in the political power, right now the pendulum swung their way, so they're saying, "Oh, it's Bill Clinton, it's the left, it's all a conspiracy, it's fake." And now they're just saying, "Oh, it's Bill Clinton, it's the left." And now it's real, but the left still did it. And if the left get back into politics, like big in the political sphere, they are going to start saying, "Oh, it was actually the right," and they'll start releasing stuff about them. Actually, everyone's probably gonna go silent on this now because they've released it. Nobody can say they didn't, even though it's not actually released. It's just all redacted. But whatever, who cares? But it's out there at least, even though it's all redacted. So they can just say, "Oh, we did release it. If you didn't like what we released, it kind of seems like you're not appreciative enough." Is probably what they're gonna say. But yeah, there's no way the left would want this to come out because they're both sides are on it. They can point fingers and act like only one side was on it all they want, but the truth is they were both in on this. There are so many people in politics, like every single sphere of upper class living is in this. We got political figures, we got figures in the music world, in the cinema world, cinematic world, whatever. People who make movies, people who produce movies, people who anybody that's upper, like better than us. I don't want to say better than us, but people who are rich are probably on it. That's just how it is. I mean, genuinely, I would not be surprised if any actor, any singer, any politician was on it. And the truth is, we already know a ton of them are. We know the president is on it, and it's all just redacted. It, this is. I've made a few videos about this, and every single time I keep on saying this is the biggest just blatant show of just disregard for justice, and just the biggest cover up of our generation, of any generation really. Maybe not the biggest cover up, but definitely the most blatant cover up, because nobody's fooled by this. Nobody's happy about this. This is garbage. They fed us slop. Like, they think we are pigs that they can just satisfy with tiny drops of slop. This is stuff we already knew, and then everything else is redacted. All of the names, and apparently, oh my god, apparently the photos, a lot of people are redacted, and I thought, oh, it's just the victims' faces that are redacted, because that would make sense, that would be normal. But apparently, a lot of the faces that are redacted are politicians. They said that they redacted people who are politically entwined, or some other word. It was politically something. It's political people. They are giving the same rights given to victims to the people who perpetrated the crime. This is insanity. I know not a lot of people are going to watch this because no one really watches my longer videos, but you know what? I don't care. This is something that actually just makes me mad, and I just really wanted to talk about it. It's not a lot of new stuff because nothing new came out, but it is a lot more of just blatant evil going on, like full on pure evil being done here with just cover-ups and conspiracy. It's not even a conspiracy. We know for a fact. We know for a fact more people are on it. They just refuse to unredact it. So a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people say that this is gonna go from release the Epstein files to release the unredacted Epstein files to release the director's cut of Epstein files, and then by 28 it's gonna be, oh, who cares? The truth is, we haven't even gone to release the unredacted Epstein files because we only got one full page of stuff and no names. The Bill Clinton stuff, by the way, is insane. Trump himself is saying that he knows for a fact Bill was on it. There are photos of Bill there. There are photos of him with Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell, or whatever that whore's name is. God, I hate her so much. She's living better than me in prison right now. I don't know if y'all heard about this. They took her in for questioning just a while ago, like a couple months ago, I'm pretty sure, and they asked her questions in private because, nobody else should be able to see this. Just shouldn't be a public matter. I mean, seriously, come on. We don't deserve to know the truth. And then, I don't know, she said, oh, Trump had nothing to do with it, so they put her in she was in a maximum security, now she's in a no security, and it's a place with a tennis court. It's like a freaking clubhouse. Oh my god, I wish I was there. That would be cool. She's living better than me right now, and it actually just makes me mad. Every one of these people are. Do you think Bill Clinton is living horribly right now? He's not even in prison right now, which is what I was saying. Sorry, I'm going on a lot of tangents because there's just so much corruption and shit going on right now. But yeah, Bill Clinton, everyone knows he was there. There are files, there are pictures, there are everything. Trump himself says he knows for a fact he's there. He would never say why he knows he was there. Maybe a few parties with Bill? Huh, Trump? Is that what happened? That's probably what happened. But whatever. Yeah, they all know he was there. There's been no even trying to get Bill in a courtroom or anything. A little bit weird. A little bit strange. I remember the victims, a lot of them came out and actually said that if they didn't release it, they would release their own file, list of names. I really wish they would. I think that's the only way we're going to get actual truth. I don't think that would even bring actual justice. There's absolutely no way that's going to happen. I think real justice is literally going to come from a random person on the street. I think that's the only way actual justice is going to come. But as far as courtroom justice and stuff like that, that's never going to happen for this, I don't think. Unless someone who isn't pure evil gets into, office or literally anywhere. It'd be cool if we had someone put into office who wasn't garbage and lied about everything and was corrupt. And I'm not just talking about Trump. Any one of you who are still fans of Trump, first of all, you're stupid after seeing all of this. you know for a fact he's on the file, and he's protecting pedophiles and rapists and everything else right now. Whatever else you believe is on the Epstein files, because I'm sure there's more than just that stuff. But yeah, even if you're a fan of him still, I'm not just talking about him. I'm talking about everyone that's been in office lately. Or ever, really. They lie, they cheat, they steal. They're evil people who do nothing but look out for themselves, and then their followers are like, oh, they care about the American people so much. No, they don't. They don't care about you. They only care about staying free. Yeah, that's it. This sucks. So yeah, don't even ask for the unredacted files. Just keep asking for the real files, because this is stupid. This isn't anything new. There's a few new photos and one sentence that's unredacted. Yeah, I don't know. Everyone in politics is awful. They're all lying. This is garbage. Yeah, to be completely honest, if the victims want justice, they need to bring out the list themselves. Even though that probably won't really do anything in the court of actual, like a courtroom. But people will know, and I'm sure someone will do something. I don't know. This just sucks. It's so stupid. This is such blatant corruption, and it just pisses me off, to be completely honest. I wish that we lived in a world where if they voted to say, hey, release the files, they wouldn't be able to spend like a month or two redacting every single mention of the president's name just because. Why? Because he's rich? Because he's the president? Who cares? Justice is blind. He doesn't care if you're the president. And I just hope that the victims will get justice one way or another. I don't know. Just something good happens in this world where it's not just this garbage, where they can get away with whatever they want by putting a black line through their own name, because that's all this is. It's just putting a black line through your own name and throwing a few others out there to make a few of your followers feel like they've been right this whole time. And, I don't know. It's just, they all suck. This sucks. I don't know. Comment your thoughts and stuff about this. This is, how long is this video? I don't know. Whatever. I just wanted to talk about this since, I don't know, they finally came out. I was expecting to be able to have a big old video where I was like, oh, they're finally out. We know who did it. Now we're going to get justice. But now, we know a few names. A few names that all of us were already thinking. And then we know that this party and every other political party that's ever been in office is just trying to cover up for their own asses because they're awful people. But we already knew that too, so nothing really new. Just another rant video because they suck. I don't know. Hopefully we'll eventually get justice before all of them die, because they're already pretty old and decrepit and stupid looking and going senile. God, I hate them all.